What's going on, guys? Eddie of Fliptroniks. I'm going to be talking about if the iPhone 8 is still worth buying in 2021. Now, Apple actually stopped making this phone, so you can only pick it up refurbished. However, I do think it's a really good entry iPhone if you've never owned one before. Plus, if you're not looking to spend a lot of money on a new phone this year, I think this one is probably a really good budget pick. It's got an all-glass design, a single-lens camera. It sells for, around the $200 price range. You could actually get it a little bit lower than that, or a little bit higher depending on the gig size. It's got a 4.7-inch LCD display that, does look really good. And, taking a close look at this phone, it does have some age on it, but, it's held up really well over the years. Also, as I'm going over it, if you guys could smash like button on this video, I would definitely appreciate it. And I wanted to pull up some pictures I took with the camera on this phone. So I was actually taking some pictures of the iPhone 12 just the other day. Got my blue iPhone 12 here looking real fresh, right? Now, it doesn't have those crazy zoom features that some of the newer iPhones have, but, the camera quality on this phone is actually really good. You also still have 4K video recording on it, 1080p recording as well. Took a little clip right here. But I mean, yeah, I think the camera is definitely not bad by any means. If you were thinking about getting a slightly better iPhone than the 8 right now, the one I would recommend going with is the SE2. And to be honest with you, I'm going to pull my red one up right here, and it's almost impossible to really tell any difference between these two phones, except the Apple logo is centered on the SE2. Camera-wise, basically the same camera. It's a little bit better on the SE2. The only real difference, honestly, is the processor. And, this phone costs $400. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I would just go with the 8. Personally, save the $200 and just kind of checking out some of the speed on here. I mean, the SE2 is going to be a faster phone overall, but I just don't think it's that much of a difference, honestly. And then, of course, performance-wise, we're going to check some different games out with the 8. I also want to go over kind of like the loudness on this phone, just to show you how loud it is. But like I said, the phone's definitely held up really well. You can also expect it to get all of the iOS updates, probably going all the way into 2023. So, I mean, if you really look at this for what it is, this phone won't just be good for a year down the road, but you could probably use it for a couple of years until maybe you save up enough money to grab one of the newer iPhones that come out. So, all right, anyways, I'm going to load up Nova Legacy. This game is awesome. It's a first-person shooter. It's been a while since I played it. It's a pretty high graphic game. Just want to show you that the 8 does perform well. When it comes to playing these type of games, you're not going to see any kind of like lag or anything like that. So let's get into some of the gameplay here. All right, I want to throw up one more high graphic game on here, Sierra 7, another one of my favorite first-person shooters right now. I play this game quite a bit. It's got like a story mode, a survival mode. Just going to get into one of the levels here for, the actual story, and we're going to kill some dudes. Now, you do have to deal with the notch, so I mean, the screen on this phone is a little bit smaller. The one thing that I do like about the 8 is that it's a lot easier to carry around, one-handed. It's not as big, obviously, so one of the advantages is that it's easier to throw in your back pocket, easier just to carry. And that's just kind of like a little benefit, I guess you could say. But anyways, let's check some of this game out. Okay, so bottom line, is the iPhone 8 worth buying in 2021? Absolutely. Like I said, it's a really good budget iPhone. If you wanted to grab something else a little bit more expensive, you know, you could always get the SE2. I don't really think it's worth it, you know, and getting the 8, it's going to be good for at least a couple more years for sure. It's getting all the iOS updates and everything like that. $200, I think it's a good entry iPhone, like I said, until you save up for something else. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could smash a like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching it, and we'll see you in the next one.